2024, I was in Sydney and attended the Sydney 4x4 show. In Sydney, there were 102 exhibitors, which was a huge, mind-blowing experience for me, because in New Zealand, I think at the 2023 show, there were something like 17 exhibitors. It might be 20, but it was minimal. So 102 was amazing. Chatting to some of the exhibitors, they said to me, you have to go to Brisbane because Brisbane's huge. So I decided, let's do Brisbane. So I booked and we flew across the week before, drove up from Sydney. Because of the cyclone, we weren't sure if it was going to be on or not. And about 4 days before the show, I got an email saying the show's on. So we rented a car, drove from Sydney to Brisbane, not much evidence of a cyclone, and we got to Brisbane. The only complication was that the hotel we'd booked couldn't take us anymore because they had no power. So we ended up in a hotel which was okay, but it was only a kilometre from the showgrounds. So we got all the brochures, and where in Sydney there were 102 exhibitors, Brisbane there were 240. So we got to the gate early. I don't like lots of crowds and people, so I got to the gate on the Friday. We got there 15 minutes early and we were right in front. It was lovely. There weren't too many people. There was lots to see. Just jumping ahead, on the Saturday, we got there the same time and we were about 400th in the queue. But you go to a show like this to see what's going on. Again, in New Zealand, because of the population, a lot of the products, it's almost like living in a backwater. It's very limited. So you're walking around here and the selection is mind-blowing. From suspensions, tyres, fridges, two-way radios, cooking equipment, rooftop tents, swags, lights, lots of different lights, lots of camping gear, cooking gear, silicone pots and pans and kettles, roof racks, awnings, light switches, anti-rust equipment, anti-rust or corrosion sprays. The exhibits outside included live talks, and there were a whole range of well-known people, if you're into the Australian 4x4 scene, who were doing talks. There were lots and lots of caravans with all the gear that goes with, a whole range of cars. There was a demo and talks on snakes, first aid kits in the wild, of course a whole variety of barbecues, hats, clothing, basically anything you could imagine. So we got there on the first day, we walked through, we spent the whole day there. The second day, we went back early, and there were some things we wanted to just double check. So we finished at about 11 o'clock. It had got insane. There were so many people on the Saturday. So we'd seen what we wanted to see. I bought a 2-day pass. It's much cheaper. And I bought it online, so it's really easy. But it's just the selection. There was nothing we specifically wanted. But what I've been doing is buying an additional suitcase or two. In my trip last year, I bought an extra 3 suitcases, so between us we had 5, and we brought stuff back. It is so much cheaper. On average, we pay about 1/3 of what we pay in New Zealand. So we take the suitcases, take everything out of the boxes, put it in the suitcase, keep it under 23 kilos, and we've never ever had an issue. We've never been queried. I've brought back drawers for the back of the car. It's gone so far as bringing back hose pipe reels, and it's just, I'm paying 1/3. It's insane what we get charged here. But yeah, it's worth seeing. It's it just opens your mind to what's available. You've never seen recovery boards in so many colors. Obviously Max Tracks, but everything else, and let's call them pirate copies. Any color you can think of. Pink, white, green, yellow, red, black, grey, purple. It's amazing. Then 12 volt accessories was really interesting. Everything from ovens to ceiling fans for your caravan, fans for your dashboard, 12 volt systems, a variety of work lights, spotlights, light bars, reverse lights, and then of course all the recovery gear. Some of the pricing was interesting. I have a Dutch oven, so that's a cast iron pot that you can cook in, and they had a bag to pack it in. Mine is a bit of a nuisance because it rattles. So I saw the bag, it didn't have a price, so I went to the counter where the till was, and I said, how much is this? And she said $30. So I said, well, I'm leaving it because that's crazy. And she looks at me and she says, let's make it 10. So I paid $10. We bought odds and ends, mostly electrical stuff that I wanted to mount in the FJ. We brought back some other things. But yeah, you've got to know what you want because you can go mad. The selection and the price and the deals are amazing. Anyway, I think you've gathered by now that I really enjoy the Australian 4x4 scene and the products and the variety and the cars. So, yeah, that was my experience. The video is not meant to be a cinematic reflection of what was there. I was walking around with a stabilized camera, but yeah, it is what it is. Just to give you an idea of what is available. If any of you have the chance, it cost me $640 return to fly to Brisbane, and you save that if you buy a few odds and ends. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if there's anything you want information on, you can always email me, because I brought back all the brochures, the programs. I think there were 250 products, 240 exhibitors. So yeah, I'm happy to help you if you need. Otherwise, we'll chat next time. Thanks for watching, and yeah, this is the new amazing show. Cheers.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We're meant to be.